Hey, hey, Kara here. Got Jonathan on the other side. How's it going? How's it going?
Going good, good.
Awesome. How many people do you recruit this week?
I think it's been like 7 already.
Just talking to people.
Yeah, just talking to people.
Guys, this guy's not even posting on Facebook. He's just talking to people. It's freaking amazing. Let me see if Marco's on. You guys want to start? I unmuted a bunch of you, and if you want, you can ask a question. So you're all unmuted, so you could ask me a question if you want, or Jonathan. James should be coming soon. Any questions on anything related to recruiting or anything about Big Club? I know some of you had questions. No? Weird. People are so talkative on chats. This is the weirdest thing. You're all talkative on chat, and now you don't have questions. Okay, so anyone have pending? Anyone that's pending in line so that they're going to recruit, maybe?
I do. I have 4 pending.
Who's this?
Jonathan.
Okay, who's this?
It's me, Jonathan. I have 4 people pending.
Where's Jonathan? I can't find you.
I'm right here.
Your mouth wasn't moving.
Oh,
I have 3 pending. I think there's a number one question that's been asked several times. This is Stacy. I think there's a question that's been asked several times, which is which one is the best wallet to use at this point in time? Jonathan, you are in the States?
yes, I am in the States.
And what wallet are you using?
I use BitPay because I have the Visa card with BitPay, the MasterCard. Do I even
Yes.
have it here? Don't even. Here, look, I'll cover my numbers really quick, but this is the BitPay card. I can preload it with, and just spend it like a regular Visa card. This is a regular Visa card, so that's who I use. I use BitPay, and then I use blockchain.
And you have BitPay
Anyone here
ATM
from the
near you?
US?
You have BitPay ATMs near you?
No, it's just a regular Visa card.
Got you.
And so what I do is you open up their app. They have an iPhone app, and then you have your wallet, and then you can transfer the funds into your Visa card. So it's like a prepaid Visa. Let me see. So see, here's my. I don't know if you can see. You can't see my screen, right? It's blurry.
No, yeah, it's bright light.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. See, there's your wallet.
Mm-hmm.
That's your Bitcoin wallet. And then if you go back into the card, you'll see I have like $4 on my Visa card. So I can, use it at Walmart or whatever. It turns it into cash value, your Bitcoin.
Has value. So is BitPay an exchange?
No, BitPay, they do have where you can connect an exchange. It's called Glidera, and you can do a bank transfer, and they charge you like $2 just to transfer from your bank. So you can connect it, so I can go buy Bitcoin. Let's say I want $100. It's going to cost me 91 cents.
You link it to your bank.
Yeah, you link Glidera. That's the company, and it charges. If I want $100, it's going to cost me 91 cents, and they'll take it out of my bank account.
You would link your IBAN in this case, right? And just transfer
Yeah,
money.
yeah. You would transfer money like that, and it's. I know they have.
They have limits.
And the more you have a high limit, you can build up your high limit. I think mine's at 50,000 right now a day. Let me see. Hold on. Let me log in here. I'll log in.
Because I have lots of people here are in the US. I know they have problems with wallets.
Yeah, blockchain I like. I spread out my wallets to different ones just for, security, but I don't keep it all in one place. Let me see. Let me see if I can log into Glidera.
Oh, here we go, Marco. Marco's going to give you some tips today. Marco. Marco, I just unmuted you.
Hey, what's up? Thank you so much.
How are you?
Oh, you would not believe which kind of sacrifice I made tonight, and I came home. I made a massive sacrifice, just to let you know.
Why? Why?
Yeah, I had some good time outside with a few people, So, yeah,
Oh, you had a beautiful girl and you had to come home.
yeah, something like that. And that's a big sacrifice. That's a big sacrifice. Okay, it's a big sacrifice, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
By the way, this is being recorded, huh?
Yeah, it's fine. Even better. Somebody's having a dog?
I'm sorry. All right, Marco, then, since, I don't know, Jonathan, you were checking something about BitPay before I hand over to Marco?
No, I was just going to show everyone my screen on Glidera, who I'm using to buy Bitcoin through. If you can see, if you're email verified and my monthly limits, I get 1,000 a day, and you can work your way up.
Yeah, can you share your screen and show people?
Can you see it?
Yep.
Can you see my screen?
No, now I can.
Okay. Yeah, so see my daily sell limit's 1,000, my monthly's 5,000, and you can just keep building it up as you buy more Bitcoin.
Oh wait, this is not your screen. This is Marco's screen.
Oh, you can't see my screen?
No, we need to make you presenter. 1 second. Okay, I think you should be able to now.
Okay. So can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just, you can buy $100 and you can see, look, the fee is right here, $2.15. And then they have right here.
This is Glidera, no? This is something else.
Yeah, Glidera. Yeah, and you can buy, see I can buy, daily buy limit 5,000, my monthly is 15,000.
So this is a good option for US. They just link their IBAN. They can transfer money into this and they can buy Bitcoin.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Because,
see
this
here.
is my issue with US. It's not exactly a wallet. It's
Yeah, you
getting.
you go here to, yeah, you go to here, bank accounts, you go to manage, and let's see. I have Capital One, so let me see. You add account, and you can choose your bank, whoever you bank with. Oh, they only have these banks. So Wells Fargo, Chase, Capital One, Bank of America, U.S. banks. It looks like all they have.
That's awesome because it's good limits.
Yeah, it's good limits. It's just like I said, since it's a bank transfer, it's not instant like through your debit card, so it takes like 3 to 4 days to get the Bitcoin, but
It's better
it
than
works.
using something like Gemini, waiting for a 2-week verification and then.
Well, I actually did. I got approved for Gemini in 2 days.
Really? Okay, I have someone that just complained with me because he is like.
Yeah, I think
waiting.
when James posted the link, I think, or who I don't know who posted the link, or when we were talking the other day. Remember, Kara, we were talking the other day, and I joined that day, and I'm already approved. That was just the other day.
Oh wow! Yes, I remember talking to you 2 days ago.
Yeah, I got approved.
That's amazing. Okay, and good limits as well, right?
I haven't checked yet. I haven't logged in yet to see what my limits are.
Okay. Before we get on to Marco, because he left a hot date to be here, I want to get James on. James, I know some people have been asking about setting themselves into a tripod position, and that's something I personally didn't really know about. So I want James to come, and he's just going to explain it briefly. It's not rocket science, but he explained it to me very briefly on voice, but he can explain it to you guys. He can explain it better than I can. James?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Let me make you presenter, just in case you wanna. I don't know if you wanna share your screen or anything, or webcam.
Well, I could show you an example of somebody that just got this set up today.
Yeah, can you do that?
Yeah. Did you see my screen?
I can see your screen.
Okay. It's real simple. What
Joe to have ramped up his capability to deliver his deadliest
Hey, we got some
weapons.
background noise in the background.
I just muted everyone. Don't worry, go for it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, what Joby and Jet have really advised and suggested is that everyone have 3 positions, and the reason for that is because obviously the binary comp plan gets maxed out at a certain point. When I first got started, it was only Monster Builder, and that was 2,000 a day. But now we have Mega Monster Builder, so you can make 2,400 a day from the binary. That's the max. But you have multiple positions, obviously, that increases your earning potential. And the reason why you set it up, can you hear me clearly? Because I got a weird bunch of feedback coming through.
Yeah, we can hear you. There's some
Okay.
background noise, but it's all
There's a
fine.
little background noise, but we can still hear you.
Okay, good. All right. So the reason you set it up like this, you see here, this is Wilson. He just got started. And you just put one to the right, one to the left. It's a triangle formation, pretty straightforward. But the reason you do it this way is because as you're going down one side, for example, the right side here, all the people and all the volume that comes in the right side, the points will rack up for these top 2 spots. So you're getting the same points for these top 2 spots for the same amount of effort. The same thing on the other side. I mean, as you build the left side, you have the top 2 positions here on the left racking up points. So it makes it a lot easier to max out the comp plan on all 3 spots. Plus, everybody should want as much mining equipment as possible, right? As many founders positions as possible. That's the goal, because the more founder positions you have, the more mining equipment you have on the racks, the more Bitcoin you're generating every day, right? So you can only do this when you first get started. See, Wilson just got started because obviously as people start to get signed up and people start to flow in, you only have a small window to structure it this way. So there's Bella. So Sorry, guys. So, it's optional, obviously. You don't have to do it, but it makes a lot of sense to me because, I mean, I plan on maxing out the comp plan on multiple positions, and it just makes a lot more sense to me to structure it this way. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's nothing complicated to it. I don't know if anybody has any questions on that, but Kiara, do you have any questions on how it is? It's pretty straightforward, right?
No, and then the only things people need to do basically for this is, so they grab their own affiliate link, they create 2 separate email accounts, and they just re-sign up under their own affiliate link with those 2 different email addresses, and then get the pools under that affiliate link, under their own affiliate link, right? And
right, yeah. Let me explain that part. Yeah, so obviously you have your first position. These 2 positions that Wilson here has to the right and the right and the left, he's the sponsor on these 2 positions. So that's what Kiara is referring to. So you're sponsoring yourself. So that's pretty much it. And then that's a nice thing too, because you're earning overrides off of these positions once you start to build them. But you need a different username and 2 separate emails. Well, 3 separate emails, obviously. So there you go.
Yeah, it's quite simple, yeah.
Excuse me?
Okay. So just 3 separate emails, and 2 of these, so the left and right positions, they just have to be created under your own affiliate link.
Right, under your first position. And the way people could do it is they just go in their back office, and in the top right-hand corner, you could just click Enroll Member, and you can sign yourself up right through there. Very simple.
Right. And should this be done? For this to be like fun, like for it to be structured properly, it needs to be 3 founder positions, right?
I mean, ideally that's what you want, to build it up to 3 founders. If you can't come in with 3 right out of the gate from jump, you want to build them all up to founder positions. Yeah. But,
Awesome.
and so the point is, once you have momentum going down both sides, you would then come back up. You can still see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously once you have momentum going down the right side and the left side, then you come back up, and then you just have 1 leg to build on each position. You know what I mean? Come back up here, and you would go down this left side, this right side on position 1 here, Wilson 01 or Wise 01. You build the left side, and now that's a pay leg. Same way on the opposite side. So hopefully that makes sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Any people have questions on this, you can ask in the chat. Jen is asking about Coinbase. Is Coinbase no good? I'm in the United States. Jen, is just not preferable to use as someone in the United States, which is why Jonathan was explaining how to use Glidera.com. Getting your Bitcoin through there. You can transfer it to BitClub right away and use it. And then you can have a wallet where to store your actual Bitcoin. You can use Mycelium. I don't know if there are any other wallets you want to recommend, James or Jonathan, but I've heard Mycelium is a great one.
I'm just using blockchain, or what is it, blockchain.info, or what is it? I'm not sure. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm using blockchain.
Yeah, I'm using blockchain too.
So Jen, you get blockchain.info, so let me write that down. Let me type that in the chat box, blockchain, even though it's
.info.
But the only thing with blockchain, again, is this is the thing, is you've got limits, no? That is why I was saying Glidera is good.
Well, I don't know if you can buy. I think blockchain is just a wallet, but James can correct me if I'm wrong. But I think blockchain is just a wallet. I don't think you can buy Bitcoin through them.
Yeah, you can't buy Bitcoin through blockchain as of right now. That might change, but yeah, it's just a wallet.
I would like to ask a question when possible. I want to know more about the setting up of these 2 extra positions. Katz, did we answer you? So Amy, someone just wants to invest in the mining pools and that's it. Can we still add them to the binary tree?
If someone wants to invest?
If someone just wants to invest, like Marco has that. Should we place them in the binary tree?
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to invest more than 1 founder position, they should get multiple positions, for sure, 100%.
All right.
Is that what they're asking? Because I can't see the questions.
Because I know, like, for example, Pete, he hates seeing people coming in and then getting points on one side, and then they're not building their other leg and getting the cycles. But you can't just place them there, right? They're just missing out if they decide not to crowdfund, basically.
If you don't place them? That's not
If you
me.
place them. Let me make sure everyone's muted 1 second.
Yeah, see, I think you have to place them now. I mean, even if someone is passive, you have to place them in the binary. But then the points don't show up, the commissions don't show up. It's just like in limbo.
So as long as they got the mining pool, then we should place them.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Okay. No, you don't. You can just leave them there.
Yeah, but then the points don't show up, the commissions don't show up throughout the whole team. You know? Yeah.
Makes sense.
It's a waste of points. I mean, if you leave them there, it's a waste of points anyway for everyone. So no harm done. You can place them. Are they going to promote it or not? It's completely up to them.
I mean, it doesn't hurt anybody if they're passive and they're not building a team. It doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, correct. And you never know. Maybe they don't want to build now binary tree, but maybe in a year or I don't know. Maybe just
Exactly.
one day they want. So yeah, you just place them in binary tree and that's it.
Yeah, because that's exactly right. Because like a few months later, 6 months later, they log in, they see they have all this volume down to one side, and it's all that potential money there for them, all that potential Bitcoin. You never know. Then they might decide, hey, let me build a business. Let me work with these guys and get active. You know, so it'd be silly not to place them, in my opinion.
Yeah, correct.
So Juan, I have someone already under me on my right leg. No idea how he got there, so I can add myself to the left leg. Only after I purchase another pool with the second account, correct? I'm sure I understand this. I have someone already under me on my right leg. No idea how he got there. So I can add myself to the left leg only after I purchase another pool with the second account, correct?
I mean, you could add yourself to the left, yeah. I mean, potentially they could put another position in on the right as well if they wanted, or you can put, some people put all three on one side, you know. Ideally, it's a triangle formation, but there's some people that put all three on one side, like all on their pay leg. If you have a power leg going down, for example, the right side, you could put two positions in a line on the left. That's an option. Or, you know, even if you haven't done this yet and you have people that have flowed below you, you can still, you know, put one to the right, one to the left. Ideally, you want to keep it as close together as possible, but it's not, if you've been on board a while and you don't have that option, it's not terrible, like I said, to put the positions in now, if that makes sense.
How come Coinbase isn't any good?
I just experienced a lot of problems with people that have used it, and I just find there's a lot. Any other wallets out there are much more efficient, much easier to use, user friendly, and there's a lot of nightmares with Coinbase. It's like, I call it a training wheels wallet. You know, if somebody's new to the space and never worked with Bitcoin, never worked with cryptocurrency, you could get them started there, but you know, I quickly move them to a blockchain wallet. And preferably, I really just start people on blockchain now. A lot of people use Coinbase because they want to buy Bitcoin through there because it's an exchange. But we have many other ways to secure Bitcoin now, so it's not as necessary to use Coinbase.
Yeah. And for those of you that want to buy, like Pete has a reliable banker, so if you guys want to buy, but this is preferably for people who want to get like founders positions. We can give you the number, and you can say that Pete Delmonico referred to you, and you can get Bitcoin. So you transfer dollars to him, to the banker, and he'll send it to your blockchain wallet. You give him your Bitcoin address, and he'll send you the Bitcoin there. But this would be for big amounts, so anything like 3.5 above. But I thought Coinbase wasn't good because Iris was cracking down on them, no? Or am I not correct?
Possibly, I don't know.
Yeah, I think yeah, somewhat they were, but I mean, You know, it's people avoid their taxes, then they're going to get in trouble. So, plain and simple.
Hey, Jonathan, the site you were showing before to secure Bitcoin, how difficult is that to get set up? Is that pretty easy for people?
Pretty easy, yeah. They just asked me to send in. It depends on, like, so if you send in your ID and you send in each document you send in, they raise your limits. So if you send in, you know, your ID, if you send in your social and all that, they start raising up your limits. If you connect your bank account and so forth, they raise your limits.
Okay, cool. And the only way you fund it is what, with bank transfer and wire transfer?
It's a bank transfer, yeah. I think they have like 20 or 30 different banks. Let me see, I have it open still. They have like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, USAA, and they have Ally. Just a few banks, and I think you connect it through your login details.
Okay, and then how long does it take the funds to hit your account once you fund it from your bank?
It takes about, I've seen 2 to 4 days, probably the max.
Okay, yeah.
And like I said, that's what I'm trying to find, is one that you can use your debit card and it's instant. Coinbase so far is the only one without a lot of fees that's instant with your debit card.
Right. All right.
All right, so Katz, do you have to purchase these 2 positions, or can you just sign yourself in there? I mean, yeah, you need to open 2 other different email accounts, Katz. What you do is grab your affiliate link and you purchase another 2 affiliates. Like, you have to pay the membership fee again, and 2 separate pools, and they come right under you. So you can press one to the left, one to the right. That's how you do the tripod position. I'm not sure if I'm answering you correct.
No, that's right. You can't just sign up for free and then place yourself. Yeah. You cannot.
Okay.
I can still do that if I haven't started that way, right?
What do you mean?
Because let me see. Let me share my screen. Let me log into my Bitcoin. Hold on. Let me share my
I'm gonna
screen.
stop showing mine.
Yeah, let me
You
make
can
him.
see
I stopped showing mine.
Oh, You can see how my pool is right now. Hold on. It's loading.
1 second. I need to make you a presenter, I think. 1 second. Where is Weaver? Oh, your stuff. Okay, Weaver, make presenter.
Okay. Do you see my screen?
Not yet.
Nope.
You gotta authorize it. There you go.
Okay. See how mine is right here, and I've been doing this. I've just been going down all the way like this. See, I just keep going down and down and down on this side.
Yeah.
That's how I'm doing it. I'm just going, like I said,
So you're
all the way
asking.
down. I'm asking, do I need to create another account and do what you were doing, or that's what I'm still don't understand.
Oh, like the whole separate account? No, I mean, you would still want to sponsor yourself from your first position. Your main position, okay. The 2 additional spots would have to be sponsored by that first position.
Okay.
I mean, then, you might want to just put 2 down the left side on the next 2 available spots on the left, or you could, since I imagine the right side is your power leg, you could put 1 there still, because that leg is going to continue to grow, right? So even though you put it there late, there's still a lot of volume that's going to come in on that right side. So better late than never. To the far right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then put an additional 1 on your far left, or you could put 2 on the far left. It's up to you, but
okay.
You know what I mean? You can't go wrong either way. It's like a personal choice, and maybe you and PR can discuss it.
Yeah, I'll probably get my wife signed up under a position or something as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all my family in now. I just need my nephew in. I'm signing him up this week. Let me see what other questions we have. Katz, how do you choose these positions? I'm not sure what you mean by that. How do you choose these positions? You literally just get these 2 separate email accounts, sign up with your personal affiliate link, which you have now, and then you go on your binary tree and you place one to the left, one to the right.
An easier way is to just do it from your back office. It has enroll. Maybe you could show Jonathan where it says enroll member at the top right. You know what I'm talking about, Jonathan? Oh, you don't have to. It's up to you.
Yes. Yeah. So you go into right.
Right
shoot, I don't know why I can't.
The top
right there, enroll member. Yeah, right here, and you could just create their account right there.
Yeah, so all you would need is 2 new email addresses. If you don't have any additional email addresses, go to like Gmail and sign up 2 new ones, and then just sign up 1 account with a new email and new username, and then just create a second one. And then you have to go into each account individually and pay the $99, pick a mining pool, and go into the second account, pay the $99, pick a mining pool, get a mining pool going. Then you go into your first position, your first account, and then you place them by clicking on My Team and then clicking on the binary tree. And it's very simple. Yeah, maybe show them.
Can you share your screen?
Mm-hmm. Let me make him panelist again.
Okay, yeah, so these places are already positioned, but let's say Wise01 is your top spot. You would, once you have created the 2 spots and paid the $99 and bought the mining, you would go here and see how it says select user. 2 usernames would be shown, the 2 you just created. You would pick the one, hit add member, come to this left side, pick the other one, hit add member, and that's it. You're done. Super simple.
Amazing. Okay, it's not that hard.
Yeah, it's really not.
No. It's a very good and it's no-brainer. You will take a lot of advantage out of cycling and out of points and out of everything, actually. So it's a very good strategy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, you know. It's just you're getting a lot more production, a lot more Bitcoin off of basically the same amount of effort. So that's why it makes a lot of sense to me. What's that?
I'm gonna unmute Katz because she's asking quite a bit about it, and I think it's gonna be easier for her to express herself this way. Katz,
Perfect.
can you speak? I unmuted you.
Maybe she doesn't have a mic.
She's connected to audio and she's unmuted. It could be if you have anything plugged into your computer, take it out. Like even if it's headphones, because that can interfere. Katz? I just want to make it easier for her because she's asking quite a bit about it.
She can also call that 1-800 number on her phone, I think, right? Is there a 1-800 number?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Katz. How are you?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a. I've been in a binary before, and what basically happened is that we could sign up ourselves and then sign up to other positions, but the other 2 positions you also have to start building left and right. And what our upliners told us is first just to build with a 1 and get the 2 legs going, and once those 2 are going, then you start building on the other 2, but you don't have to upgrade it yet. So I don't understand why you need to do it here. According to what I know from FTC rules, you are allowed to sign up for free, even if you don't earn anything. And that is just a position to position yourself correctly.
I'm not sure if I understood this.
Yeah, I've been highly involved in a binary before, but I don't know if this company's rules are different. But according to what we could do, we sign up ourselves, we sign up 2 other positions underneath ourselves, but it's not activated yet. It's just waiting there in limbo until you're ready to start building the other 2 legs.
Okay, so you are just purchasing position in a binary tree, right?
I'm basically just setting up the positions, and later on I will work on that, you know, because to work on 3 different positions at the same time is already difficult, but it's waiting there. And once your outer and your left and your right leg is going basically automatically, then you start working on each of those positions and start working it. It makes sense here to purchase and have a pool, because then they also start working for you, but not everybody can do it all at once, you know. And the other question is, maybe you would like to start with 3 pools at the top one, and, you know, get that high, you know, in a higher position first. So, you know, to get all 3 activated at the same time is really difficult for some people.
Well, it's true, you know, but from my opinion is that you do how you feel comfortable, you know, like you spread your budget. If you think it's the best thing that you go in a founder position, you take the founder position, or you can take this small, I don't know, maybe you can take 3 pools too and you spread them around. Or you can purchase, I'm not very sure. Maybe you guys know, if we place someone without a pool in a binary tree, does that affect our points from our binary, from our leg? Like, if you guys know what I mean, maybe you can.
I wish Pete could get on this call because he knows more about this.
It doesn't. It actually doesn't hurt your points if you do that.
It's just passive, right?
Yes, I would think so. Somebody just mentioned earlier that you can actually add some people in the leg who hasn't purchased that, and then they wake up later and say, oh goodness, there's a lot of people underneath me, I better do something. That makes sense. That's what happened to one of my leaders. They had about 500 people underneath them, and the leader said, look at your leg. And then they woke up and they made $1 million in 1 year. So that is the one benefit of having these binary legs. Somebody that's thinking of just being a customer, suddenly he wakes up and he sees, oh, you know, there's some things happening here.
Yeah, but we never. Go ahead, Kiara.
Go, James, go.
I was going to say, I don't think any of us ever said that you couldn't do that. I mean, couldn't get them positioned. You know, I mean, you have to pay at least the 99.
Yeah, if you could just pay the 99 on each, and then maybe later build a pool into it, but, you know, just focus on the top pool first and have your 2 positions there and start getting people in. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that.
So I can sign up those 2 for free and put 99 in each, just position them, and then start getting people inside.
Yes, you can do that. You have to pay the membership fee before you can place them.
At least.
Yeah, but those positions, not as far as commissions and anything like that, nothing would happen until you put mining there. But the points would still rack up. The points would still rack up, though.
Yeah, of course. Yes. But, you know, you are actually just positioning yourself for the future.
You can do that. Yes.
That's what I wanted to know, because, as I say, I've had experience of this before. And it really worked very well if you're very serious about, you know, expanding your portfolio that way. So thank you for that. That's what I'm going to do then. Add one on each side and purchase a membership, and then build it later. And just focus on the top one first.
Yeah, but just keep in mind, you know, you want to put mining there as quickly as possible, right? Because
yes.
No, just hear me out. Just hear me out, because think about the time frame we have here for the next 1.5 years for the compounding effect. You want the mining going as quickly as possible. I understand what you're saying, and I respect what you're saying, but I'm just saying make it a goal and make it your intention to just really kick butt here, so you're able to put founder positions in those 2 bottom spots as well as quickly as possible. Because as soon as you get the mining going, obviously you're going to be able to start withdrawing a lot more Bitcoin come the beginning of 2019. You know what I mean? The longer your mining is going and the more it's compounding, obviously you'll have a lot more Bitcoin to withdraw starting January 2019. That's all I'm saying. So just make it a goal to get the mining as quickly as possible. Okay?
Thank you very much for allowing me to speak.
Of course.
Thank you. You can mute me now.
Okay.
Miss Christy Laura, for people in the USA, when they are setting up an account in an exchange page, they ask for SSN, home address, all that information. How would it work for my taxes if I don't want to report my earnings? I think in this case, professional advice would be...
Yeah, none of us here are accountants or anything. Yeah, you have to check with an accountant on that.
Yeah, I think with the Bitcoin they tax you on your earnings. So if you're not pulling out your Bitcoin and spending it, then you don't get taxed that. But I'm not a tax professional, so I wouldn't know. But that's what I think.
Guys, I have just one question on this topic, if I may ask. Okay, if you are pulling out the money from your e-wallet and you are selling it, let's say in a Coinbase, you are selling it in a Coinbase, and then you are transferring it to your bank account. Okay, if you are paying a tax, which is super fine. But what if you are using, let's say, that e-wallet and you cash out on ATM?
Same thing though, the government will track it, because I know with my BitPay debit card, I think I had to provide my social security number to get this card. So they'll still be able to track all that.
So how they tax you? Are they tax you an amount of money that you take out, or of income that you earned that year, that day, that month?
I don't know, but I know, let me see, I know a guy that they could ask. He's an accountant, he deals with Bitcoin. Let me get his website so people can look it up. This guy, that's all he does. Okay, I don't know how to put it. It's Bitcoin taxsolutions.com. I don't know if someone wants to put that in a link. It's Bitcoin taxsolutions.com. This guy's he deals with preparing taxes and if you do Bitcoin. I think he's in the US. Let me see. Yeah, he's based in Nevada, so yeah.
Again, Bitcoin tax?
Bitcoin taxsolutions.com.
Does anybody else have any questions?
Yeah, there are more questions. 1 second. So Daniel Tucker, I understand you can purchase equipment but take it home. No, Daniel, once you crowdfund with BitClub, they take care of everything for you. They get the equipment, they take it to Iceland or now in North Canada. They attach it to the rest of the super equipment, to the rest of the supercomputer, and it starts running on your behalf. You own it, but you don't do anything. They do it for you. It would be too expensive for you to do it because it's not cost effective. Like, you know, first of all, since we're all crowdfunding, we'll buy it in bulk, so we get it at a cheaper rate. 2, it's in a cold country like Iceland, where it's cold all year round, so where it's geothermal, so it's cost effective, and we're not paying high electricity bills just to keep that cool. So you don't have to deal with the machinery. You just let BitClub do it for you. You just purchase it, and that's it. Let them do the work.
Joby has said, though, and he has mentioned this, you could get the equipment shipped to you, but like Kiara says, it makes no sense at all to do that. Why have the equipment yourself when we have professionals running it?
Yeah, and if you live in your home.
If you guys watch
if you live in your home, those things are... Go ahead.
Sorry?
No, I was going to say, if you ever heard a Bitcoin machine, and I'm sure Kiara's heard them, they're really loud. So I'm pretty sure you don't want one of those machines in your home. So
yeah, they are
pretty loud.
They're heating a lot. They're spending a lot of electricity. As Kiara mentioned, electricity on Iceland is quite inexpensive, and they are not using electricity for cooling. Okay, which is cutting down the cost of production of Bitcoin for a lot, like really a lot. So everyone can ask for the machine to be delivered at home, but it's not smart. Okay, it's really, really not smart. It's way better to be part of this whole mining facility and do mining rather than doing it on your own. It's way, way better, like way, way better.
Nancy, what if none of your banks is supported by Glidera? Is there something else we can use?
Is she in the U.S.?
Yeah, she's in the US.
Trying to think.
Well, Gemini.com is a good one. You just have to wait. Some people just have to wait, no? Like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I got mine approved real quick, so I don't know if they're why, but
Yeah, you know what I heard? They hired a lot more people, actually. They put on a ton more of employees because they had such a demand. And that could be increasing the time to get set up. So maybe that's what it was, because they needed to hire a lot more people to keep up with the demand. So maybe it is faster now. I mean, when I got mine, it took a little over a week. But like Jonathan's saying, he got approved in 2 days. So who knows? It might be faster now. But you know, a little over a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's not ideal for someone who's looking to get started right away. But everyone should get it set up once they're on board, just to have it, because it's very simple to secure Bitcoin once you have the account, and the fees are extremely low. So.
All right, Christy's asking, what about the Swift card that Joby spoke about? Is it the same thing?
the Swift card, yes, they work. I think that's with Coinbase. It's just a debit card.
Yeah, you see the advantage of something like Swift or other cards like that, though, compared to BitPay, is when you put money on BitPay or when you convert your Bitcoin to US dollars on BitPay, it locks in the rate. And something like the Shift card, it's like, you know, as Bitcoin goes up and appreciates in value, the amount on the card goes up as well. Now, it goes the other way as well. If Bitcoin would go down, the value on the card would go down, the amount you have on the card would go down as well. But it's just personal preference, I guess. It's kind of a cool feature. As the value of Bitcoin goes up and up and up, the amount you have on the card increases as well. So that's the major difference between those two cards. There's other ones out there besides Shift as well, if you do your research, that are like that. So those are the two major differences with those two cards.
Well, Christy, I think your question got answered about taxes. Daniel, right now I know that's an option, but I understand. All right, Daniel's the guy that asked about purchasing the equipment. Yeah, you can definitely purchase it yourself. So Christy's saying her account was approved in a couple of days. I'm guessing this is with Gemini.
Okay. They really stepped it up.
That's good. That's good to hear. Juan is saying, what's the name of the card shipped? I don't know what this is, to be honest.
The Shift card, are they asking what the website is?
You mean the website one? The Shift card, yes.
I don't know. Let me see if I can find it. Shift card.
In the meantime, this is the last question, so Marco will be up next, giving us his golden skill set.
It looks like it's shiftpayments.com.
Shiftpayments.com.
Yeah, and then it says if you're using your Coinbase, you're going to authorize your Coinbase wallet once you're logged in. There's an article I can post in the team chat. I'll post an article in the team chat here.
You can only use that card with Coinbase, all right? Is that correct?
That's to my knowledge, yes. I don't know if they have partnerships with other people as well, though. Let me see on their website.
It's okay. It's not a big deal right now, but I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Christy, do you have a link to Swift card to your? Do you have to link the Swift card to your name? Will it ask for your SSN and all that? I'm confused because one of the advantages that Joby spoke about Bitcoin was that the US didn't have to know about your earnings. That is true in a way.
If you pay for an item with Bitcoin to like I want to say it's Expedia, or I could be wrong. I know some of these travel agencies, they accept Bitcoin. If you do that, and that's fine. But if you transfer it to like a debit card or anything like that, I think that's when they'll start tracking you, or
yeah, that's
catching on.
Because it's still being widely accepted globally. So, like what you're saying, correct me if I'm wrong. So if you go to a merchant and they take Bitcoin, like Starbucks, and you pay for your coffee, you're not It's because the thing is, because the transaction is happening between peer-to-peer, and there is just the public ledger, which is the blockchain in between you, that Bitcoin transaction is not going to a bank or to any other processor. It's direct. And it's called hard currency, which is why it's irreversible. So it can't go back. So once you make a payment, if you make it to the wrong person, you're kind of stuck. So, but that's the whole point of it. It's making a purchase. Let's say I go to Starbucks, they take Bitcoin. There's just the public ledger, which is the blockchain in between us. There's no bank, no one tracking it. It's just everything's on the blockchain. So that won't be tracked by the government, right? I don't know, James, if I'm saying this correct, but that's how I understand it when I read about it.
I agree with you, Chiara. I mean, the fact is that this blockchain and public ledger has been created without a third party. It's been created like, okay, guys, nobody's going to monitor you, but you need to put a little bit more responsibility, okay, what you are doing. So that's it, okay? So you just need to be a bit more responsible to yourself and to your transactions, and there's no any issue. However, from another hand, if you do some wrong payments or pay something, I mean, if you know to who you send it, you can always tell them, okay, I send you the wrong transaction to you, or I overpaid or something like that. I mean, I believe it's not from their side any issue to send them back, okay? But it takes their approval, okay? With the bank, you can just report, okay, I did not allow the transaction. The bank will just take that money and bring it back to your account. With Bitcoin, you cannot do it, and that's all beauty about it, actually, because you know everything is in between the consumers and between the customers, so you cannot do nothing else.
There's actually a problem for internet marketers when they're using PayPal, because like digital services are not protected by PayPal. So if someone wants to like charge me, like wants a refund for something, and I use PayPal, they just refund the person because they don't protect anything that's digital. So for me, this is like, for me to use Bitcoin is actually perfect.
Yeah. If you want, chargebacks. Yeah, if you want, you can refund them. If you want, if you find it, I don't know, if you find the right reason to refund them, you can refund them. If you think that they should not be refunded, you don't refund them. But with the PayPal, you don't have that option. Okay, if they report you for some reason, they're completely wrong, and they don't have right for refund, PayPal will refund them. Simple as that, and you don't have any protection.
And they just don't protect it.
Correct, and you don't have any protection.
Yeah, and I know with, like for example, if you have here in the U.S., if you have Dish Network for your cable, I know you can use Bitcoin to pay your Dish Network bill. I know that the cable provider lets you pay with Bitcoin, so you could do that too if you have Dish Network. A lot of companies are doing that. I think Overstock does it, Newegg, they take Bitcoin.
And more of these companies are going to start accepting Bitcoin. It's just a matter of time, so keep that in mind.
I even think I heard Subway's taking Bitcoin now.
I heard that too, yeah.
Damn. Well, Australia loves Bitcoin. And Malta, for example, online gaming, online casino, they're going to start taking Bitcoin. And they want to be if that happens, that's crazy, because Malta's the hub for it. you know, and they want to accept it as a money, like Australia, like they want to be one of the leading countries in Bitcoin. Like they highly support it. The government highly supports it. So, and I honestly like Philippines has ATMs, and South Korea now takes Bitcoin. They accept Bitcoin. India, Japan, it's amazing. So it's only going to be a matter of time. It's just too convenient because it's digital, you know. Everything digital will replace an old method, like an old form of, you know, like more traditional methods, so to speak. Because it's too convenient, the world is too fast, and we always adapting to faster methods. Digital is always fast.
Correct.
Gladys, blockchain.info here in France. I buy Bitcoin, but my credit card. Can that make them track me?
What you said? Can you read again?
Blockchain.info here in France. She bought Bitcoin through blockchain.info in France with her credit card. Can they track her?
I didn't know you could buy Bitcoin through blockchain.
Apparently, in other countries, you can. I heard. That's what I heard.
I see. This is why I thought you could buy it, because I was able to. When I went to blockchain.info, I have the ability to buy Bitcoin. But I don't know about the tracking. Does anyone know?
Tracking by which way, which point? I mean, your bank is having access. Your bank can send you a report where have you used your credit cards. Definitely, like if you purchase it on a blockchain, I mean, obviously your bank can figure out what you did with your credit card.
The thing is, it's legal. It's legal, so there's no issue.
Yeah, it's legal. There is no issues. I mean, you can
It's
buy.
not illegal. If you involve your bank, you know, then the people that handles the IRS or whatever country you're in, they can track because the banks report it. They have to report it.
Yeah, correct.
Plain and simple.
Yeah, and you're just buying it. You're not loading yet. You're just buying it, so there's nothing to be worried about here.
Yeah, you are just spending your credit card. At the end of the month, I believe you will get your report where your credit card has been used, and that's it. I mean, you don't need to pay any tax on spending your card. I mean, different thing is if you are withdrawing if you are selling your Bitcoin and putting that money in your bank account, I believe that you will pay some tax depending from country to country. For example, here in Serbia, let's say, in my country, we are not paying tax on that. We can bring as much money we want from online world, online space, and we don't pay tax on that. We just don't have it.
Christy, I think we answered this. Anyone know of exchanges where I can buy Bitcoins with a credit card? Glidera is the one that she can use, right? Or is that just, because it's credit card. You don't use blockchain. Gemini.com, right?
Bitpanda?
No, Bitpanda's not for US.
Ah, okay, she's in the US.
Gemini.
Okay.
Bitpanda's for EU people.
Yeah.
Gemini, you can't use a credit card. You have to do a wire transfer or a bank transfer from your bank. No credit cards on Gemini.
Oh, okay. So, do you have a wallet in the US where you can use credit card?
I mean, the only one that we have is Coinbase, but that's the one people have the most problems with. Yeah, Jonathan.
No, well, yeah, I didn't know I was muted. Okay, so localbitcoins.com, it's an exchange, and you can put it in people's bank. You can like manually go to that person's bank and deposit it. I've used them several times, but sometimes the fee can get outrageous. But it's localbitcoins.com. You can send.
No, but she's looking to be able to buy it with a credit or debit card, I think, right?
Yeah, they have a credit card option.
Okay.
They have two right now. I just saw this one. I don't know. Let me see. You have feedback. Nope.
There's CoinMama as well.
Yeah, try localbitcoins.com. There's that one too. Localbitcoins.com.
But localbitcoins.com and CoinMama, right?
CoinMama is not available in New York, though, unfortunately.
Only in New York?
I don't know. I know this is Christy from New York, right, Kiara? Asking?
She's from New York.
She tried already, yeah. And there's somebody on the team from New Jersey that used Coin Mama. The next state they were able to do it.
Are there any ATMs in New York? I'm sure there's an Bitcoin ATM in New York.
It definitely is.
All the ATMs go ahead. I was going to say all the ATMs I've seen require cash, though, to secure the Bitcoin.
Well, couldn't she use her debit card or credit card to pull out the cash and then go to an ATM?
I think she just wants to use a credit card. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she's just trying to use a credit card, not a debit card. I'm not sure if that's correct, but
what I'm gonna do is I am going to unmute her.
Yeah, I was trying to use a credit card, but I mean, I'm just gonna do some more research today, and if I can't do that, I'm just gonna buy it through Gemini or use my debit card or something. I was just trying to get the points on my card.
You could get a cash advance on your credit card.
Excuse me?
You could get a cash advance or go to the ATM with a credit card.
I was looking into that as well. But I have to see what percentage they charge, you know?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it'll be a more high percentage.
I might as well just buy it with, like, my debit card. It's fine. I was just trying to do some research about where I could get it through credit card, but apparently New York is not liking Bitcoin.
Yet. They have to eventually.
Yeah. So that was it.
Someone sent me a message about something in New York. One second. Stacy, CoinSource is in New York. Stacy, I'm going to unmute you so you can tell her. Oh, you're actually unmuted, Stacy. You want to tell her more about CoinSource? Because I don't know much about how the process works in the US or with the Bitcoin.
Kristen turned me on to coinsourceatm.net. I pulled up the map there where all the CoinSource ATMs are located in the United States. There are only 4 in my state, and I am in Tennessee, but there are several in New York and New Jersey. I don't think they take credit or debit, but they are cash ATMs. I was approved in about 3 hours. You have to go for first approval. I went and had lunch. They sent me a text message that said that I was okay to come back. I went back for second approval. Then I left again, and about 30 minutes later, I was ready for my deposit. So I was approved in about 3 hours for a cash buying, and I bought Bitcoin through ATM at CoinSource.
Does that help, Christy?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, wouldn't it be easier to just do that online? Just buy my Bitcoins online through with just a regular bank account?
The reason that I went through CoinSource as an ATM is because I didn't want to go through my bank. I didn't want this to be a traceable event. I used cash because I wanted to start Bitcoin with cash, and I didn't want anything to be traceable.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Thank you. I wrote that down. I'll check to see which ones are in New York, where they are.
If you need any help with the sign-in or sign-up process, I've already been through the process with them for verification. Just add me on Facebook, and I'll be glad to help you.
Awesome. What's your name?
Stacy Johnson.
I'll get you in a two-way chat together.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Moving on to Marco. He left a hot date for us, so why don't you go on and tell us
About the hot date or what you were?
No one cares about the updates. People want to know how you're.
Come on, man. I'm 100% sure that Jonathan would like to hear something about the hot date. I mean, and the other guys who are here. Come on, but we keep that in a three eyes, okay? We keep that in a three-way chat. Well, I don't know, guys. I'm always open to share things that I know, things that I've learned. Where should I start? What would you like me to share with you?
So people are always wanting to know like how you're getting people into a business, I guess. But how are you sharing the Bit Club opportunity? You closed 6 people so far, or 7. How are you going about this? Like, what are you doing to get these leads and to close them into Bit Club?
What I'm doing. So, fact is that, well, just to keep this clear, I am in online world, like in general in online world, like 8-9 months, something like that. So I never did nothing before this. Okay, I was 7 years in hospitality, and there are certain things, okay, that everyone, even a person who's starting tomorrow, and all those people need to understand that the social media, and that social media is providing free traffic, and that social media is there for unlimited source of people, okay, people who are into business world, people who are interested for the things that you are having, okay, people who want to have your lifestyle, your information, your product, your whatever you're having. There are people who are just like you, okay, people who are stealing, people who are in 9 to 5, okay, they want to leave that. So they are just out there, okay, you just need to find them, or you position yourself so they can find you. Now, regarding with this Bitcoin out there are only 2 types of people, okay, 2 types of people, well, actually 3, but this third group of people we don't care about, and those are the people who know about the Bitcoin and they want to have it, okay, they heard something about it, they know what is Bitcoin, but they don't know from where to start, what to do. And there is another group of people who are having their Bitcoins already, but they don't know how to invest it. They think and they know there is a better way how to make profit with it rather than leaving it on their e-wallets. Okay, the thing is, all you have to do is you just need to reach out to those people. Okay, you just need to reach out to those people, build a relationship, and through that you just give them offer, just through normal conversation, just through positioning yourself as a person of value, person who knows something about this subject. So you just spread the word out there. You optimize your profile, and maybe I could share my screen.
Let me make you a presenter. Presenter, okay. You should have rights.
Okay, cool. So you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yep. Awesome. Cool. So I'm using this Facebook profile as my. Let me just switch this off. Okay, Facebook profile is something that I really invest time and effort. Okay, this is money-making machine. Okay, this is like no joke. You can make really a lot of money only on this. Like, as I know, Chiara, you're having around maybe 15,000 followers, and you are maxed out with the friends, as I something like that. Now I'm having around 1,868 friends. Okay, I created one more profile. I put all these people that need here on this business side, like relatives, friends, all that kind of people. And then you optimize it. Like, you can optimize it the same way like Chiara did, like some cover page, okay, profile picture of you, not your dog, not your cat, not your wife, not your kids, nobody, because this is very personal thing, okay? And this image here is your ID, okay? This is your ID. Cover page, it can be something about you, it can be something, whatever you like, maybe your family, your kids, your pets even, but it needs to include you, because this is about you. Also, you want to, by optimizing it, you want to fill up these informations, because when people come across your profile, they want to know with who they are dealing with. Okay, they want to know who you are. They want to know, okay, what is the reason? Why should I accept this guy as a friend? Or they want to know, why they would send you. What is that you offer? Who you are? Okay, are you a sports person? Are you online marketing? Are you Bitcoin expert? Are you? What is that your product? Okay, so to do that, you can share some value with them. Okay. Now, it's important what you are sharing, okay, which kind of information you are giving. It's quite important. You have to provide, well, you have to, I would suggest you to do that, to provide certain kind of value, and you will mix your posts with valuable content and personal lifestyle, okay? So through valuable content, you want to position yourself as a person who is into business, okay? Person who's having something to offer to people out there, and through your lifestyle posts, you want to position yourself as a person who's having a life, okay? You want to show yourself actually to the world who you actually are, okay? You want them to get you as someone who they know, who they trust, who they like, because who they are. Now, some people are finding a lot of, you know, they would like to share their posts, they would like to put their lifestyle, they would like even to share their videos, but they find themselves in a dead end, because they are thinking too much about, okay, how should I create this video? Maybe I don't like, maybe nobody will like it, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe there is something that I don't know, that I cannot offer to someone out there, or I don't know. They are judging themselves too much. Okay, personally, they are very too critical. But the fact is that however you are, you have something to offer to other people. Okay, and there are people just like you. Okay, so just get out there, create some video content. You want to have some video talking about the Bitcoin, about yourself, or whatever, and you want to reach out to people so they get used to it, okay? They get used to on your face, they get used to on your personality, they get used to on your words. Whatever you're talking about, there is something that you can offer, okay? Again, value, personal, these are my results from previous company, actually through I'm still working with the company, and there is a lot of personal lifestyle, okay? People want to see that you are having a life, okay? That you are doing something. It's not only about the business. They want to see that you are a regular person out there, or I don't know. People want to see, like, give them a reason. Be their friend. Be their friend in online world, okay? You can share regular photos. I would not say that you need to put yourself too much, that you need to put your too much of your effort into a quality. Don't create that much. Gary Vaynerchuk always say, don't create, document. Okay, just get out there and document. Talk about whatever you are going through. I am working with Bitcoin like 1 month and 1 week or something like that. I started at the beginning of July. And about the Bitcoin, all I knew is that Bitcoin is a digital currency and people are using for payment. And that's it. Through this time, I could sit here and I could talk about the Bitcoin in hours. I could talk about the blockchain, I could talk about the mining equipment, I could talk about everything out there, because it's just quite easy. Okay, I mean easy. It's quite simple. It's very captivating content. And the moment when you come across the people, you want to talk about it, because people just come to you and they ask you, okay, when they see these kind of posts, they will just ask you, okay, what is it you do online? I see that you are good with Bitcoin. What you are doing? Can you show me? I had signups like, well, 25%. Well, actually, it was like 3 or 4 people. I signed up already, with the fact that they just come to me and they ask me, okay, what is about the Bitcoin? I have Bitcoins. How can we put that to work? or they just come to me and asking me, I don't know, I know about Bitcoin, but how can I take the advantage of it, or how can I make money with Bitcoin? And they just sign up, because the company is like, so far I came across so many schemes, scams, Ponzi schemes, all that kind of stuff. I'm coming across the people, and they're all offering a lot of dodgy ways to make money with Bitcoin. And the fact that we are dealing with a Bit Club here, and that we are having legitimate product, there is a machine actually, and there is equipment that we are offering to people, that is changing big game. Because from simply you can just tell to people that they can have their machine at home. They can have their machine at home. Every one of you guys who are asking, who are joining Bit Club, who are purchasing founder position, you can have your machine at home. I came across the people online who order their machines, and I've read few experiences from the people, and that's what they've done. They just ordered the machine, but that was not the smartest decision, from the same reason that we spoke about earlier.
Can I add something?
Yeah, please.
Another thing you need to be telling people is, because there's so many Ponzi schemes out there, and some people have money in these like schemes, and they ran off with their money, and now they're scared. Just tell them to look up BitClub on blockchain.info. We're always one of the top 10 mining companies in the world, and they can see for themselves that we're a reputable company. They can see how many blocks we solve each day.
Correct.
So it's recorded on blockchain.info. So I think using that as a resource for people to see that it's a reputable company is pretty important. So
correct. Yeah, I agree completely, because there are the ways. A lot of people, they lose their way because they're checking out online, they're checking unreliable sources. I don't know, and people, they just lose themselves. Okay, they just lose themselves. Fact is, when you position yourself like this, we spoke about like the easiest way how you can come across the people and how can you grow your friend list. Okay, I'm talking about quality here over quantity. Okay, it's more important that you have even 5 quality people rather than 50 unquality, because with people who are not quality, you don't have nothing to do with them. Okay, they don't have money, they cannot invest, they will ask you too many questions without any point. You cannot do any business with them. Just like you don't need people with a closed mindset. Okay, so places where I would suggest you to look for people, you can just check simply Grant Cardone. He's here, first one. You can just go there and you can check on you guys see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You can just go here, check on a Grant Cardone page. Okay, here with the Grant Cardone, there's a lot of people who are involved in business. Okay, he's a motivational speaker, but he's mainly motivating people on sales, on personal success, on a business. Okay, he's not the person who's going deep inside you and trying to take out some I don't know, you feel down and he's trying to take out something out from you, and so you feel cool or whatever. He's a person who is like, he knows a lot about business. Okay, he knows what he's talking about, and a lot of people are following him who are open business people. They're entrepreneurs, and you can just connect with some of these people. You can just check on them. You can send them a message. If you find a person, okay, we check this guy. If you find him interesting for some reason, okay, you find him interesting, you can reach out to him. There is so many topics and subjects that you could talk about these people. For example, you can check some of the posts from Grant Cardone, I don't know, about this Cardone University. Okay, there is now, you can talk about, there's so many comments people are leaving, and you can just jump into conversation. This is social media. It's created for this, okay? I'm not saying that you jump on these people and you pitch them your product. You, hey, what's up? How are you? You know, I have a great product. It's a Bit Club company, and I want, you can, I don't know, multiply your Bitcoin or something like that. No, okay? You want to build a relationship with them. And building a relationship, it means like, hey, what's up? How's it going? What you've been doing? I saw this, you commented, or I don't know, we have a mutual interest. Grant Cardone, it's a cool guy. What is that you do? And it's very natural. It's very natural after the person, when they reply to their message, they will say, okay, I'm doing this. This is what I don't know, this is my passion. I like to do this. I'm involved with this business so many years, and after he's done, he's going to ask you, how about you? What is that you do? And then you tell him, I work this, and among else, I'm working with Bitcoin mining company. And that's it, that's done. When he heard Bitcoin mining company, if he's interested about Bitcoin, he's going to ask you, wow, cool, I heard so much about the Bitcoin. What is that all about? And then you will talk about Bitcoin. If he said, oh yeah, cool, I heard about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is cool, you can ask him, okay, do you have any Bitcoins in your possession? Okay, you can talk, and then those are the two types of people who have heard about Bitcoin but didn't know what to do, and there are the people who have Bitcoin but they don't know what to do with it. They just have it on their e-wallet. Okay, so you can just guide your conversation on that, and just naturally, when they ask you about that, you will tell them what that you do in bit more details. They will ask you how's mining going, what's happening. Usual questions are like, oh, I heard that mining Bitcoin is quite expensive and it's not profitable. And you'll tell them, you'll just tell them the truth. And that is the way how you are selling them. But in order for you to sell them, you need to be familiar with your product. Now, I know that there is few guys that ask me, well, yeah, but I just joined the company yesterday. I just purchased my founder position, and you know, it's a bit difficult for me. You guys need to understand that you can leverage our knowledge, okay? There is me, Chiara, Jonathan, and James, if I'm not wrong, he's online with us. Each one of us, you can go to your sponsor. Sponsor knows much more than you guys, okay? So you can introduce your prospect, your person that you are trying to introduce the Bit Club. You can connect them with us. You can connect with any of us. You can just tell them, okay, I'm just started, I don't know much. I can, if you like, I can introduce you to my friend. He will tell you much more about it. Or you can tell them, I know a lot, but there are some questions maybe that you will ask that my friend is more confident to answer you. Or all that kind of questions, you can just pass them on to us. We can do three-way calls, and we can close them. And through that process, you will be learning until you get more confident closing them by yourself.
Absolutely more confident. For example, sometimes I tell Pete to help me.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there is no a lot of people are feeling embarrassed because they don't know something. You don't need to feel embarrassed if somebody asks, okay, there is so many things that I'm learning even today about after 1 month and 1 week. I'm learning about the Bitcoin, about blockchain, about the company, and there is so many questions. And the only way how I can test my knowledge and to improve my knowledge is by doing it, okay, doing it over and over again, because all of us, we are not aware what we don't know until somebody asks us, okay? So you just need to go out there and talk to people. Some people would say yes, some people will say no, but you just keep on doing it, okay? You just put yourself a process. You can reach out every day to around 40 people, quality people. To do that, it takes around, I don't know, sometimes maybe hour and a half if you are just like pumped up and you want to finish it good and you're doing that quite nice prospecting. On these pages, you can do it in an hour and a half. You can sip your coffee, you can, whatever, play some music, you can chill out, and you do that. And this 1 hour, hour and a half, for some people, it's some like, wow, you know, it's too pain in the ass, you know, like I need to send messages, I need to contact so many people. Well, you know, like you can choose, there are ways. Either you will do this, okay, or you stay to work on your 9 to 5. Okay, so now you can balance, okay? I used to work on my previous job where I work in a high-class restaurant in Dubai, and I had days that they were taking 12 hours of my life every day, 1 day per week. You know, and that's quite painful, you know, like when you realize that that you are giving 12 hours of your life to some work out there, to someone, you're building a fortune for him, and at the end of the day, you just get a like nickel out of that money that you made for him. So there is a lot of, there is quite a big motivation for every one of you guys out there. It's just a matter of, are you willing to do it? Okay, there are so many ways, and it's quite easy. So I have a guy in my team. Today he signed up tomorrow he sold his first Beat Club membership, and it was a pool 2.
Who's this?
It was Anton.
Nice. Well done, Anton.
Yeah, he signed up today, and tomorrow he brings someone. And
we have a big success story coming up soon. Someone who just joined. I won't say her name yet, but when she closes the deal, we'll get her on a call. Pretty excited for her. She knows who she is, and she's here.
Yeah, it's quite like where is a will, there is a way. And the guy was not doing any hard sale. It was just like literally, he met a guy, and guy was having a bitcoins, and he was like, okay, cool, I invested my bitcoins in a Bitcoin mining company. And guy get interested, and he was like, literally, we had a 3-way call, and I explained to a guy, okay, I give him this information. These are the numbers. These are the things. This is how much you can get per month with each pool. These are about the units. This is the amount of money that you will get in return after these many months. And he was like, okay, cool. And the guy signed up. And that's it, done. And you move on. So literally, I strongly believe, I can say this with a big confidence, that this is like easy sell. Because Bitcoin is out there for all people who are into business, okay? All people like on the pages like Grant Cardone, you have these people, Ty Lopez, Gary Vaynerchuk, all these people who are involved with interest of online marketing, of social media or something like that, they are quite familiar with Bitcoin. Some people more, some people less. Some people will convert today and you will sell to some people today. Some people it takes, I don't know, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But when you have ongoing process and you are feeding, how to say it, the conveyor, you are feeding it every day, eventually someone will come up.
The thing is, guys, everyone's heard about Bitcoin, which is why it's an easy sell, but not everybody has had the opportunity to get hand-holding and say get help with opening up a wallet. So that's what Joby will always tell you. Like, this is what I was watching the call now before this call, and he was saying most people are lazy. Like, they hear about Bitcoin on the press, but then they don't do anything about it. So you need to be the ones that take in the information, do something with it. Then you need to be the ones hand-holding people, helping them set up a wallet and tell them how you can make money with it, and then talk about mining. And mining is the smart way to make the most money with Bitcoin. Is like, you know, people like billionaires and you know, people like Richard Branson, is like they invest in assets. So the asset is something that generates cash flow for them, that covers all their residual expenses. And then, you know, then you can buy your jet skis, and this is how he says, is that then you can buy your jet skis and your cars. You don't have an asset, like, I don't know, let's say buy gold. You don't liquidize it and then get a, I don't know, for example, a car. Instead, you get an asset. So let's say we purchase Bitcoin, but then we purchase equipment, all right? That's the assets we're buying into. And then that generates the cash flow for us to be able to live the kind of life we want to live, travel the world and whatnot. So this is how you need to explain it to people. This is why I need to watch certain training calls. This was the last training call, I think it was, with Joby on it. I just wrote notes myself because I'm still learning. I still have so much to learn. Even you saw me, guys. Now I didn't know how to answer most of the questions. I'm still a student. So you know, and I can't wait to get this. She's a rock star girl already. She just got on, and James knows who she is as well. But I want her to close the deal first. But she only just started, and she only got online recently, and her first deal is gonna be a freaking rock star deal. Like, my jaw dropped. But it's because she was willing to put herself out there without knowing much. She just shared what she knew, and people will want to know more about Bitcoin. If you open your mouth and say, hey, what do we do? Just talk about Bitcoin. I am a Bitcoin investor. It's one of the things I do. And then people will want to ask you more.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on what you said from that last call with Joby, you know, when he's talking to them about Bitcoin, something he does is he says to them, well, has anyone ever, you know, sent you any Bitcoin? And of course, most people, they say, of course not. So that's when he goes ahead and, just like Kiara was saying, shows them how to download a wallet to their phone, set it up. It just takes a couple of minutes, and then he literally sends them a few dollars in Bitcoin right to their account and say, this is how it works, you know. And it's the way he describes it. It's just true. It brings people's defenses down. You're not trying to sell them. You're not trying to pitch them. You're not trying to get them buy anything from you. You're just trying to educate them on this incredible technology, you know. So it's a really, really cool way to approach it with people.
Yeah, correct. There is too many people who are having walls in between them. Like, you don't need to sell them. You just show yourself friendly intentions, like Joby is doing always, to send people some bitcoins or to give some extra informations, or let's sit on a phone call. Don't buy anything. Let's talk on a phone call. Like, let's just discuss it. You want to learn? I will show you. I don't want to sell you anything. But the moment when they make that buying decision in a few days, in 1 week, in 1 month, they will come to you. They will come to you. They will not. They will say, oh, there is that guy who gave me $5 or $1 for Bitcoin. Wow, there is that guy with who I had a phone call with. Or, you know, like, it's not about pitching them something. I mean, this is my experience. It's just building that kind of relationship and making them to put down their walls toward you and toward the business opportunity. So that's it. I mean, there's one quite fact that I always like to use, and that is the investment, like investing in a business. Okay, founder position of costs $3,500, and by purchasing, let's say, 3 founder positions, you are investing $10,500, and plus the one-time membership fee of $100, so that is $10,600. Okay, with that amount of money, you are having a business that is going to bring you roughly around $500 with the current price. Okay, $1,500 with the current price. Now, you don't pay tax on that. You don't need to pay your employees. You don't need to pay for electrical bills. You don't pay nothing. Okay, you get clean money every month, $1,500. Many businesses, like, you cannot start you cannot start much businesses out there with that amount of money. Actually, you cannot do much. Okay, if you want to open a bar, you need a lot of money. Hairdressers, whatever you open out there, you need to pay for employees. You need to pay a tax. You need to pay licenses, all that kind of stuff. And here, with $10,600, you have full business that is ongoing and producing bitcoins for you. You can stock them up. Okay, you can wait at 2020. You can spend them right now. You can do whatever you want with them. But fact is, like, being part of this opportunity and making money this way, it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Awesome. Any guys have any questions for Marco, for anyone on the panel, or any comments, Jonathan or James?
We didn't hear you, Jonathan. Jonathan is muted.
No, it's just what Marco's saying. You know, you want to keep it simple. I feel a lot of people overcomplicate this. It's not as complicated as you think. You know, it's just like you said. Be yourself, and just get people the information. And then if you get them in front of the information, the videos that we have, the interviews that we have, Jet and Michael Stevens, they're always, you know, doing these incredible Q&A calls twice a week. You could send people to those live Q&As. You can send them the replays. I use the recordings all the time. And then after they've gotten this information, what you're going to find, if someone's really serious, they're going to sell themselves on what we have here. If they have any type of vision at all, and sadly, most people lack vision, right? But the right people have vision, and they will get it very quickly. And they'll come back to you. They'll be excited, and it's a very simple process. And we'll be teaching you even more about this process. But, I mean, you just want to keep it simple, keep it short. Get the information in front of them, and then, like Marco said, you know, get them on the phone with one of us that have a lot of experience closing on the phone, and we're more than happy to get on the phone with them, answer questions, address any questions they have, and help them get them on board. You know, so that's all it is. You just have to be consistent too. It's big. You know, some people. Go ahead.
Be personable as well, because like what I do is, for example, if I have people on the fence, I keep in touch with them almost every day. I'm very annoying sometimes. So what I do is for example, I send them training. I'm like, hey, this is a great training video. Or, hey, Bitcoin's, this is what I love to do. Like every week when Bitcoin's back on the rise, like, hey, Bitcoin's on the rise, see for yourself. And I send them a screenshot or I send them an article that it's going to be on the rise. Like when it was about to rise to 2,600, I sent the article to many people who say got the membership but never paid for the pool. I'm like, you want to get your Bitcoin now? And then the week after, what happened? It went back on the rise. It's at its highest right now. And I'm like, look what's happening. Before it hits 5K, why don't you go get it? And now people are panicking. They're like, I'm getting my Bitcoin, I'm getting my Bitcoin, you know? So you need to pressure, you need to follow up. Follow up, money is in the follow up. I mean, if you guys don't follow up, that's where you're going to suffer with sales. So don't feel uncomfortable following up with people. If they really, really don't want to have anything to do with you, they just won't answer you. And I get that, just so you know. Like I have tons of people that I caught on a call with, and they said they're going to start or they've got their membership, but then they never did anything with it, you know? And I follow up with them and nothing happens, or they procrastinated. You know what? Then, you know, but then they'll come around, you know, or they don't come around and then they regret it. So it's their loss. But majority of people will get back to you. It's just, you got to follow up. I mean, you got to build this up now. It's a pain in the ass maybe for some. I enjoy doing this. I don't mind bugging people, but now 3 years from now, I'll be sitting on minimum 50K a month, minimum. I plan on making more, but you know, it's just, so I'm happy to do the manual work now. It's fun. It's something real. I'm selling something that's real. It's all over the press, so it's not like, you know, not something that's not real. It's out there. It's on. People write books about it. You can buy books about it on Amazon. So, you know, it's a digital currency that you know, you can, any asset you want in the world, you can digitalize it and record it through the blockchain. So it's there. Juan, is there a resource for all the videos that we can use?
Yeah, we can use newworld.com.
Guys, just for you to know, I'm still doing the lead magnet. I started it. I just get caught up answering so many questions on Messenger because it's just, everyone's going nuts about Bitcoin right now. And guys, get on calls. Just talk to people. When you get personable, people, that's when people will join you, you know? And it's a fun topic to talk about. If you don't have answers to every question, it doesn't matter. Ask one of us. I don't have an answer to every question people ask me, and I'm cool with it. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make something up. I'm just gonna ask someone who's more knowledgeable than me, and I'll ask Joby or Pete or James, because James knows quite a bit, especially when it comes to, because some people like to ask questions about the company structure, and I like to ask James about that because he knows his stuff. But you know, don't be afraid to ask. Juan, so it's newwealth.info. So this is where you want to start. Newwealth.info. And if people ask you for like a chart with the potential, obviously everything we have is speculative. But if they ask you for a chart, send them to newwealth.tech. Why can't I type again? So here we go. Any other questions?
Yeah, guys, too, while we're waiting for more questions, you know, you want to stay plugged into all the training calls you have, too. The live training calls, the Q&As. Even though the Q&As are for mostly, you know, potential investors, potential team members, there's still incredible information shared on there. And if you listen to these calls over and over again, it starts to become a part of you, you know? You want this stuff running through your veins, is the way I describe it. You know, it just becomes a part of you, and you don't have to think. When you meet people, you don't have to think about what am I supposed to say. It just becomes a natural conversation because you've put in the time to work on your craft, you know? It takes a little time in the beginning, but it's going to pay massive dividends if you stay plugged in and get around Jet, get around Joby. These guys, when they talk about this stuff, it's just incredible how much they know. And all you got to do is listen to these training calls, listen to these Q&A Zooms, and you start to pick up the things in the way they describe it, and then you just put your own spin on it, your own personality, your own style. You don't have to be like a robot and repeat it exactly like they say it. But if you're plugged in consistently, like I said, BitClub Network will become a part of you, and it makes you it's a lot easier for you to transfer the enthusiasm when you actually have this information. You know what I mean? So it's very important.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. You would say, I would say eventually you will start selling without selling. Okay, you will just learn how to talk that. You will just learn how to present that to people without selling. I mean, it's just part of you. It's something just normal. The biggest mistake that I would like to add to everything that Chiara mentioned and you is that there's a lot of people who are afraid of rejection when somebody will tell them, oh, I don't want, I don't care, or what would someone say. Like, there is so many people out there. Like, Facebook is having just like 1.2 billion users, and like you have a lot of people out there who want exactly what you have. You just need to reach out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, someone will say no. It's a fact. Someone will say no. Someone will say no, I don't care, whatever. They will not answer your messages. Don't bother with that. Just move on. Do it every day. Send messages, contact people. I don't know, if you use Facebook, contact people on Facebook. If you have some of your people out there, offer them a Bit Club. Not because of you. Offer them because of themselves. Okay. Okay. I want to, as there was this, Jim Rohn was saying, I'm offering you this because I don't want you to come to me after a year or two and tell me that why you never told me about this earlier or something like that. And just offer them this because of them. You know, you want them good. You want them to make something out of their life, and this is the right way how you can help your friends and your family.
Yeah, and it's just so what he was saying about rejection. I mean, people never reject you. Don't take it personal. They just don't see the opportunity right now. They don't see the value. That's on them. That's not on you. You know, don't stop that. Don't make that type of thing stop you from keep moving forward. You know, if some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? Just move on if they don't see it. And like Chiara said before, a lot of people will come back to you if you stay consistent and keep taking consistent action week after week. You cannot fail here. You're going to do extremely well, and people will start to see it, and they'll come back to you, and they'll be kicking themselves they didn't get started with you 2, 3, 4 months ago. But just stay focused, and you'll do extremely well. So don't ever take it personally if somebody says no. They're not saying no to you. They just don't see it right now. It's okay. But you're doing people a disservice, like Marco was saying, by not getting the information in front of them, not giving them the chance to get involved with what we have here, which is just so incredible. A guy on my team the other day was discussing, and he's like, man, this is like a 3-year retirement plan. I mean, literally within 2 to 3 years, you can set somebody up to be financially free for the rest of their lives and their entire family too. It's just so extraordinary what we're doing here. So don't ever take it personally, and just keep moving forward.
Correct. Great. I agree on that, whatever you said, because I have my members that some of them joined with my main BizOp. They were following me after 8-9 months. I have one guy who was following me 8 months, and this girl was following me from August till March. From August till March, eventually she took. Eventually, because she saw value, and some people just need a bit more time. Some people need a bit more. I don't know.
Yeah. Some people are also.
That's it. They don't share the same vision as you are, but eventually they will click and they will take it from you, and that's it. If they say no now, that doesn't mean that they will not gonna take it later on. So just move on.
All right. We have no questions. Then we're good. So I am gonna call it. I'm gonna wrap this up because it's almost 2 a.m. here, and it's the same for Marco. Marco, you can go back to your hot date. Thanks for the training. Thanks for the training, Marco. It was awesome. So guys, we'll keep in touch in the group chat. If you have questions, feel free to ask. And yeah, we'll stay in touch for another training. But again, if you have questions, ask any one of us or in the group chat. Someone's always there to answer, so that's awesome. Okie dokie. Have a great evening, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Bye-bye.